Hello Year 2 and welcome to your final PE lesson at home. So today's activity we're going to be working on some accuracy. So with this what you will need is plenty of teddies or plenty of rolled up socks or balls if you have them, and you will need to get some targets. So you may want to use some water bottles, you may want to use some tins, some cups from your cupboards. I'm going to use these cones today. So I want you to go and get your equipment. So you need to get 6 teddies or 6 pairs of socks or more if you can, and then you'll need to get some tins from the cupboard, 6 tins or 6 cups or 6 pieces of equipment that you can aim for. So off you go. Pause the video please now, Year 2. So our first little activity today, Year 2, is we are going to be throwing and rolling and trying to get our teddies, our socks, or whatever piece of equipment we are using as close as we can to our piece of equipment, our target. And we can do this underarm. So I'm going to stand back, I'm going to aim, so I'm going to put one foot forward, the other arm pointing to where I want it to go, and I'm going to have a nice gentle throw and see how close you can get your teddies or your socks to that piece of equipment. So that's task number 1. Once you feel confident at that, swap over and have a go with your weaker hand, so you're using both, Year 2. So have a go at that to start with please. Off we go. Pause the video please. Great work, Year 2. So this time we're going to have the same idea, but this time we're going to try and roll our pieces of equipment along the floor. So we're working on our weight control and our accuracy again. So I've got my teddies. I'm going to try and roll them across the floor and try and get them as close as I can to my target. Okay? What you could do is you could encourage some of your family members to join in. You may need the same colour teddy or the same colour socks, and you may want to link it into a little competition if you would like to see who ends up the closest. So we're linking it into a very good game of what Mr. Cameron likes to play, and it's an inclusion game of a new age curling activity. So have a go at this now please at home. So pause the video. Welcome back, Year 2. So for this little activity, as you can see, I've set up 2 cones and my original piece of equipment in the middle. So you may want to have 3 cups. You may want to have 3 pieces of different equipment in a row. And then on the other side of the room, you need the exact same. You need 3 pieces of equipment as your targets. And what we're going to do now is we're going to have 2 players. So there's going to be yourself and somebody from your family joining with you. Let's encourage them to play too. So, one person will start behind your cones, the other person will start on the other side, and the aim of the game is to roll and try and touch your partner's cone. If you do, brilliant work, you get to come and take their piece of equipment and you add it to your line. So I have now 4, my partner has 2. And it's the person who collects their friends or their brothers or their parents' cones wins. So you will end up with 6 pieces of equipment on your side and the game will finish. So who can collect the most pieces of equipment? If you are struggling, you may want to put a little time limit on it so that it speeds people up. So remember, we are rolling and aiming for our partner's targets. Don't worry, if your partner takes your target, you can get it back by rolling and aiming for it and bringing it back on your side. So there's a little competition. So have a go at that please, Year 2. Well done, Year 2. So I've reset it up again. I've got my line one side of the room, my partner's line at the other side of the room. But this time, we're going to use our piece of equipment and we're going to throw underarm. And we have to land it on our targets. If we're throwing it, we have to land it on our target. I've missed, so I will go and get my piece of equipment. I will bring it back. My partner will be throwing at the same time too. I'm going to aim, and I just hit my partner's cone. I will go and get it and bring it onto my side as quick as I can. And then my aim will be to go and get the other two. So have a go now at underarm. A little challenge after that, you may want to start trying to introduce overarm. So you're having to throw from up at the top, nice bent arm in a right angle position, and throw it down at the cones. So have a go at that little activity, please, year 2. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson, and I will see you all next week. But if you could post some photos and some videos onto Dojo, that would be great. See you all very soon, year 2.